on 25th June, this fellow Joseph was working. He is working in the battery room. He used to be a very sincere person. वो battery charge करता था, इसको लेकर लगाता था. So that battery exploded. So he got the spurt of the acid on his face.
Right.
So that was a crisis. We were all sitting together for lunch, and we saw him walking with all the blood oozing out and all. So we were all surprised to see him.
M&M Talkies presents
India's greatest journeys, Dakshin Gangotri. Chapter 8, The Long Night.
29 जून 1984 इंडियन प्राइम मिनिस्टर इंदिरा गांधी का फोन आता है. विंटरिंग टीम मेंबर्स बहुत समय से इस कॉल का इंतजार कर रहे थे. टीम लीडर सत्या शर्मा मैडम प्राइम मिनिस्टर से बात कर रहे हैं. वो कर्नल शर्मा से बहुत सारे सवाल पूछ रही हैं. अंटार्कटिका में विंटरिंग करने का अब तक का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा है? ब्लिज़र्ड्स को झेलना क्या होता है? 24 घंटे अंधेरा यानी पोलर नाइट में रहना कैसा लगता है? कर्नल शर्मा उनके सवालों का जवाब दे तो रहे हैं, लेकिन वो कैसे किसी को समझाएं कि दक्षिण गंगोत्री पे विंटरिंग टीम मेंबर्स पर क्या गुजर रही है. 31 मई 1984 उस फोन कॉल से एक महीना पहले. पिछले 31 दिनों में सिर्फ 6 दिन बिना किसी ब्लिज़र्ड के गुजरे. अगले 2 महीनों के लिए बाहर 24 घंटे अंधेरा रहेगा. पोलर नाइट शुरू हो गई है. सनलाइट की कमी का हम पर काफी गहरा असर होता है. इसके बिना हमारे शरीर को कुछ जरूरी हार्मोन्स और विटामिन डी बनाने में दिक्कत होती है, जो हमारे इंटरनल क्लॉक यानी सर्केडियन रिदम को डिस्टर्ब करता है. खराब नींद, थकान, डिप्रेशन, ये सब सिम्टम्स हैं सीजनल अफेक्टिव डिसऑर्डर के. टीम लीडर सत्या शर्मा अपनी टीम में भी ये सिम्टम्स नोटिस करने लग गए हैं.
It is a gradual thing. Then the polar night comes, it is absolutely dark, but still we maintain our routine.
Right.
That everybody has to go out for some time so he freshens up himself, and so it doesn't get totally stale inside. Yeah, but the spirits go down, no doubt.
Of course.
Yeah.
How does that affect the spirits of going?
The spirits, we feel all the time darkness, they're all around darkness. So, and then the temperature is low. So generally morale is down at that time. Pictures देख लिया जाए, but वो एक feeling है जो you have very low feelings in that time.
कैप्टन परमजीत सिंह ने और भी ऐसी चीजें नोटिस करनी शुरू कर दी थी.
Indiscipline also, like you said.
Yeah.
If somebody is doing night duty and all, and Colonel Sharma will call a conference in 9 o'clock in the morning. So some people will keep on sleeping, or they are not bothered, or they will start shouting and all. I did duty and now I was this problem or that. So some indiscipline used to be there.
And certain health issues that started arising because of
These were basically because of not having green vegetables and less protein maybe. So we used to take tablets also, but the people started having their tongue was swollen. They had rickets problem. The bone used to creak and make noise when you're walking or sitting down and all. And also sleeplessness. Some people used to cry when you're on duty and going around the station. From some cabins you used to hear people yelling and crying at night. Which is not because of, I don't know, it was that maybe pressure on their minds. So those kind of problems were there.
कभी कभी दक्षिण गंगोत्री पे माहौल थोड़ा टेंस हो जाता है. टीम लीडर सत्या शर्मा को अपने साथ साथ बाकी 11 लोगों का भी ख्याल रखना है. बर्फीले कंडीशंस में काम करने की वजह से उनकी पीठ में अब एक लगातार दर्द शुरू हो गया है. एक मॉर्निंग ब्रीफिंग में ये भी एक इशू बन जाता है.
There was an office provided for the commander. So I got some backache initially when the station was commissioned. I got some sort of jerk or something. I got backache and I was suffering. I initially had some time, so I was told that you should sleep on the flat, on the ground, and that will take care of it. Then I told Sinan that you make a bed for me in this commander's room only, so that I can sleep on that. So they made this thing. I started this. some people made an issue that I don't want to share the room with the others. It was a negative point being talked about me, that he doesn't want to mix up with others, doesn't want to share the room, and he has made everything for himself and all that. अब सोचने वाला जो भी सोचे, I am the commander, I have to prepare my report, writing, reading, this, that. I require some sort of privacy. So that's why, but I countered it. किसी ने pointed a finger at me, but I countered it. Okay, but I said, hell with it. It is personal comfort.
लेकिन विंटरिंग टीम को पोलर नाइट बेस पर सिर्फ गुजारनी नहीं है। इस पूरे वक्त बेस को ऑपरेशनल रखना और साइंटिफिक रीडिंग्स का काम भी चल रहा है। बेस को डिजाइन करते वक्त एक डिटेल पर ध्यान नहीं दिया गया, टीम के इस्तेमाल के लिए लाए गए स्नो व्हीकल्स के लिए एक गैरेज। बेस के बाहर एंटार्क्टिक कंडीशंस में पूरी तरह से एक्सपोज्ड ये स्नो व्हीकल्स के सिस्टम्स में सीरियस प्रॉब्लम्स शुरू हो गई हैं। इसका मतलब यह है कि बहुत सारा लोडिंग और डिगिंग का काम जो इन व्हीकल्स के साथ किया जा रहा था, अब विंटरिंग टीम मेंबर्स को मैन्युअली करना पड़ रहा है, जिससे उनका वर्कलोड और बढ़ रहा है। ऐसे ही रूटीन काम के लिए सत्या शर्मा और राम कुमार एक दिन बेस के बाहर जाते हैं, जब वो एक ब्लिजर्ड में फंस जाते हैं।
Blizzard was there, but we used to walk during the blizzard also. Then suddenly Ram Kumar was going a little ahead, I was going. Blizzard picked up, and it picked up, and I lost his sight.
Okay.
Then I did not know where is he. Now left, right, and center, you just can't make out. So I remained isolated for some time and tried to make out something. I said, then what is going to happen in case the blizzard continues like this?
वो अचानक अपने आप को एक दूसरे से अलग पाते हैं और ब्लिजर्ड में अकेले। ये बहुत ही खतरनाक सिचुएशन है।
So I was literally thinking that if I can make a direction and reach my station back, but you can't, you have no sense of direction. So in that panic, I moved and I hit an object. And luckily that was an old container left somewhere. So then I thought something, at least with this container I will hang on to it and I will survive on that. So I took a shelter in the container, not inside, outside.
कैप्टन राम कुमार सत्या शर्मा को लोकेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। चलते ब्लिजर्ड में वो भी एक जगह पर ब्लिजर्ड के गुजरने का इंतजार कर सकते थे, लेकिन उनके मन में सिर्फ एक चीज थी, किसी तरह कर्नल शर्मा को ढूंढना।
So keep on shouting, nobody, how you can listen that wind noise is there, there, nobody there basically. I was the one that I was knowing that this is the room. So I was going up and down on that side, which I think maybe he might be on this path only. Because that pole there, few hundred meters was away, this fueled up by 300 or 400 that way. So only we were going that direction, but suddenly you go a few steps this side, then you will not be able to. Your visibility becomes very poor. I can't see this door. And thank God he hit that vehicle, and I also met him. Otherwise, I would have been continuing. I would have not gone back to the station without him. That was my thinking. I don't know what would happen. But I was thinking that's why I was walking up and down, up and down.
मतलब जिस भी हालत में मिले लेके जाओ।
हाँ, उन्हें साथ मिलेगा। That's what the kind.
राम कुमार से बात हुई। एक सवाल जो हर मिशन मेंबर ने मुझसे पूछा, एक चीज उनके बारे में मैंने बार बार सुनी, किसी भी मुश्किल में सबसे शांत लेकिन हर चुनौती का सामना करने के लिए तैयार। कैप्टन राम कुमार के किस्से सुनकर मेरे मन में ख्याल आया कि भले ही 12 इंडियंस पहली बार अंटार्कटिक विंटर को झेल रहे हों, लेकिन अंटार्कटिका भी पहली बार एक जाट की अकड़ को झेल रहा था। उनके बारे में कर्नल शर्मा अपनी डायरी में लिखते हैं, An extremely thorough person in his profession with the knack of keeping himself busy with either work, games, reading or meditation. Very soft-spoken and extremely hardworking, having the least requirements of comforts and luxuries. 6 जून 1984 को डॉक्टर हर्ष गुप्ता और समर टीम प्राइम मिनिस्टर को एक प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं।
So the date was fixed as 6th of June. The entire team assembled by about 10 o'clock in the morning. And it was a very happy thing for all of us to meet one another. And the time given by Prime Minister was 30 minutes. Out of 30 minutes, 10 minutes is for me to make a presentation to her about what all happened. Then another 10 minutes for any question answers, and then she will mingle with the people and then leave in 30 minutes time. She came promptly at the time, made the presentation, and she kept on talking to her colleagues. And suddenly she looked around and said, "Ma'am, would you like to have a cup of coffee?" "Yes, I would love it." So people ran to get a cup of coffee. When the coffee came, it came with some sandwiches. So she touched the sandwich. यहाँ की सैंडविच बहुत ड्राई होती हैं. People again ran, get fresh sandwiches. In the process, instead of spending half an hour with us, she spent 2 hours.
भारत में उस वक्त खालिस्तान की मांग की वजह से पॉलिटिकल टेंशन बहुत हाई था.
Wherever she went, the cabinet moved with her. So they'll keep on coming to her and say, "आपसे तो मैं रोज ही बात करती हूँ. Let me talk to these people." Next morning, we came to know that on 6 June 1984, when she was with us, Operation Blue Star was on. So obviously she wanted to be away from her office because all kind of news would be coming to her office.
लेकिन फिर भी विंटरिंग टीम के बारे में सुनकर मैडम प्राइम मिनिस्टर उनसे बात करने का डिसीजन लेती हैं. दक्षिण गंगोत्री पर कैप्टन परमजीत सिंह को कम्युनिकेट किया जाता है कि 29 जून 1984 को प्राइम मिनिस्टर का कॉल आएगा. इस खबर से बेस पर मोराल थोड़ा इंप्रूव होता है. वो इस मुलाकात के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं जब अचानक से एक मिशन मेंबर की चीख आती है.
Suddenly we were, some people were discussing something, someone was playing TT, and I was sitting and watching TV that time, and I saw Joseph coming from the main door, and he was bleeding, profusely bleeding, and there were cuts on his this thing also. We didn't know where all he had the battery had hit him, but we saw all blood oozing. So some accident has taken place. So immediately Dr. Banerjee was there. He took him to his station, and we were apprehensive that his face was totally covered with blood. His body was I think the battery had splintered and hit him like a grenade. So they found that he was able to, he washed it and did his medical first aid and all, and then he put him there only, and he stopped everyone else from coming there. I think one other chap was taken by him, Thambi, I think, yeah, Padmanabhan, I don't remember, who helped him in all this thing.
सूबेदार जोसेफ की सिचुएशन बहुत गंभीर है. बाकी मुश्किलों को तो मिशन मेंबर्स किसी तरह हैंडल कर रहे थे, लेकिन इस एक्सीडेंट ने एक बार फिर दक्षिण गंगोत्री का माहौल बहुत ही स्ट्रेसफुल बना दिया है.
So he was crying literally. That was a big morale. Morale was in tow. Everybody's spirits were low.
Right.
If this has happened to him, it can happen to us. The way he was crying the whole day, 24 hours he was crying. Pain was so much. Everybody was thinking, his crying was that if I'm blind, how will I pass my life? But doctor was also telling, "Hey sir, iski aankhon mein to ye hai." All you know, he may not get his eyesight back. Okay, he was briefing me. He was not allowed to talk to others. He was briefing me quietly. So I said, "Doctor, you do your best, whatever can be done.
Right.
And nothing more than that. Do your best. And we are all here to share each other's griefs." They were trying to give him anesthesia and all that. He was not getting rest. And doctor examined him and said, "Sir, we concerned him बहुत research किया, and I can't do anything. I'm not a surgeon, and I don't have equipment for what all can happen." So he gave me a very gloomy picture, which was, from medical point of view, it was correct. This was a crisis. Some people started crying, and we had to tell them that live with it. And we will do our best. Then the message came from Dr. Qasim spoken that it's a crisis and you have to show your leadership. And they said we are doing our best. But yes, the situation is very serious because he has got many ulcers. So when the whole night we were somebody was giving company to him, everybody had lost the sleep. So 2 days he was off like this. Third day he said, "I could see some image." So that was a big sign of hope for us. I could see some image. That means retina is intact. He is not blind. So but after 2 days he said, "I can see some image." I said, "So अगर कुछ नहीं होगा तो एक आंख तो चलेगी इसकी." And Lakwal said after 2-3 days he's fully intact.
जोसेफ की रिकवरी प्राइम मिनिस्टर के फोन कॉल से कुछ ही दिनों पहले होती है। 29 जून 1984 को दक्षिण गंगोत्री से मिशन लीडर सत्या शर्मा की बात होती है हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर के साथ।
It was 11 o'clock our time.
You were on GST over there.
No, it was 11 o'clock Indian time.
Indian time.
And so in 11 o'clock Indian time is about 5:30 or so, or 4:30 or so. The Arvind Pandey was the principal secretary to the Prime Minister. He talked to me that how is everything and all this. I said, how do I address the Prime Minister? Shall I say, Madam Prime Minister? He said, yes. So he said, firstly, you will give her the briefing, whatever is happening, or she will talk. I said, you are going to tell me that I'm through to the Prime Minister. I'll greet her and I'll give her a briefing. Arvind said, talk to Prime Minister. Then I had always, I'm so and so. It was all in Hindi. On behalf of my team, greet you on your voice to Antarctic expedition in Antarctica. At this moment when we are here, polar night is on and all that. So then initial briefing, then she said, I'm really proud of you all, that people are all doing very good job. हम तो यहाँ जर्मनी में जुलस रहे हैं और तुम लोगों का ये है और हमको बहुत गर्व है तुम लोगों के ऊपर और ये है। अच्छा, फिर मैंने कहा कि और मुझे कुछ पता है? हाँ, मैंने जब हम आपसे बात कर रहे हैं तो इस समय एक हैवी ब्लिजर्ड चल रहा है बाहर, उसमें हवा की स्पीड ये है, टेम्परेचर इतना है, पूरा अंधकार है और ये है लेकिन हम सारी अपनी प्रिकॉशंस ले रहे हैं और हमें उम्मीद है कि ये सब ऐसा हो जाए। तो हमें आपकी इस बात की चिंता है और आपने मुझे ये ब्लिजर्ड के बारे में बताया, हमें बहुत चिंता है, लेकिन आप अपना ख्याल रखिए, देश को आपका इंतज़ार है और हम आपके सब दीर्घायु की कल्पना करते हैं और आप अपने फैमिली के लिए कुछ संदेश देना चाहेंगे और आप अपना ख्याल रखिए, पहली बात तो ये, और हम आपको वेलकम करने के लिए तैयार हैं जब भी आप हो। कन्वर्सेशन वाज ओवर।
इस मिशन से जुड़े लोगों ने मुझे बहुत बार बताया था कि हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर के पर्सनल इन्वॉल्वमेंट की वजह से ही इंडिया का अंटार्कटिक प्रोग्राम शुरू हुआ। उनकी और कर्नल शर्मा की कॉन्वर्सेशन इंडिया में रेडियो और टीवी पर भी ब्रॉडकास्ट की गई। आम हिंदुस्तानियों और खासकर उन 12 विंटरिंग टीम मेंबर्स की फैमिलीज को अंटार्कटिका में रहने से जुड़ी मुश्किलों की एक छोटी सी झलक मिलती है। 15 अगस्त 1984, अंटार्कटिका में हमारा पहला इंडिपेंडेंस डे। पोलर नाइट को पार करके इतनी सारी मुश्किलों के बावजूद इंडिया की पहली वेंटरिंग टीम ने एक और नया अचीवमेंट हासिल कर लिया। पूरी दुनिया से दक्षिण गंगोत्री को कॉन्ग्रेचुलेटरी मैसेजेस भेजे जा रहे हैं और इस हिस्टोरिकल दिन को सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए आते हैं हमारे पुराने दोस्त द सोवियट्स।
15th of August we had decided that independence will be celebrated, so I invited the Russians and they came on in their Kharkov-Chanka vehicle and it was a great occasion. We had prepared what all food and all we will give it to them, what all things like chess, who will have a tournament, will have a table tennis tournament.
Do you have any memory of what food was cooked that day? Special food was cooked that day?
had very little to cook, but whatever was available, so we cooked that. And but they brought fresh vegetable. I remember very clearly they brought eggs and cucumber and some turkey. So I think that turkey only was cooked for them because they were kept busy having drinks and all or playing these games. And most of the game like पंजा लगाना उनसे और टेबल टेनिस खेलना और चेस खेलना, 2-3 टूर्नामेंट उनके हमारे हुए। It was all friendly this thing, and then celebration of Independence Day, and they also brought messages from their Council of Ministers from USSR. That time it was war, so those messages and all were read out. Our messages from Indira Gandhi and our secretary and all were read out. So it was a good experience.
फिर से डेली सनराइज का मतलब है कि विंटरिंग टीम ने अंटार्कटिका में 8 महीने बिता लिए हैं। इंडिया से अब कम्युनिकेशन में अगले अंटार्कटिक मिशन की खबरें आना शुरू हो गई हैं। 4th अंटार्कटिक मिशन अब बस 4 महीनों में अंटार्कटिका पहुंच जाएगा। और 6 महीने में विंटरिंग टीम फिर से अपने देश और अपने घर वालों के साथ होगी। इंडिपेंडेंस डे पर दूसरे मैसेजेस के साथ आती है डॉक्टर कासिम की लिखी गई एक कविता विंटरिंग टीम के बारे में। सेक्रेटरी डॉक्टर कासिम टू द डेयरिंग डजन, out there yonder on the Antarctic frozen. I am assured you all are an excellent lot, and this always remains my foremost thought. I know you have endured in a magnificent way, and hats off to you is all I can say. Flying the tricolor on a frozen land is not an easy task to command. You all have contributed all your might by wintering all through the polar night. Scott had made a name for himself when he landed on the Antarctic shelf. You all too have carried the name, and nobody dare challenge your claim. I wish you 12 all the very best, on behalf of myself and all the rest.
You were listening to
India's greatest journeys, Dakshin Gangotri.
an Eminem original. This podcast, inspired by the historic mission Dakshin Gangotri of 1983, uses creative liberties and dramatizations to enhance the storytelling experience. The creators, producers, directors, artists, and all individuals associated with this podcast do not intend to malign, defame, slander, or offend any person, place, region, country, religion, community, or individual. Every effort has been made to respectfully represent the armed forces, uniforms, and national representatives. Any inaccuracies or deviations are entirely unintentional. The podcast does not endorse smoking or drinking. Listeners' discretion is advised.